I have really got to stop spending time in Facebook groups. Because you see the most stupid questions posted in them and the most ridiculous answers from people who think they know what they're talking about. For example, one such absurd question I saw posted recently was this: are there any Google AdWords experts in here? Because my website isn't getting a lot of business. Now you're probably thinking, what's wrong with that? He's identified he's got a problem with his website and he's asking for an expert to help him. It makes sense. No, it doesn't. He's identified there's something wrong with his website, but instead of trying to find out what that thing is, he's taken a wild stab in the dark that Google AdWords is the solution. A stab with all the accuracy of Chris Waddle taking a penalty. In no other industry would you do this. You wouldn't walk into a hospital shouting, "Hello, I need to see a heart surgeon immediately. Whip this heart out and get me a heart transplant right away." You don't want us to examine you first? Maybe diagnose the issue to find out what's wrong before we open you up and replace your heart?
No, I've got a case of the sniffles. Whip this heart out and put in a replacement.
If your website isn't getting any business, there could be any one of a million reasons as to why. It could be as simple as your contact form isn't working. Maybe your email just isn't getting through. Perhaps your website doesn't work on certain browsers. There could be something on your website that's putting people off. Maybe your website has been penalized. Perhaps your competitors are better, cheaper, or both. Maybe you're not ranking for the right keywords, or perhaps you're just not ranking for anything at all. The list goes on. But not for this guy. He's not getting any business. Google AdWords. Cue the swathe of responses from people proclaiming themselves as experts, when not one of them suggested he might want to have a look at what the problem is. And of course there's the hordes of people tagging in self-proclaimed experts because they happen to be in their networking group. Do they have any idea whether or not these people are any good at what they do? No, they don't. That's why they're also tagging in web designers and IT companies. Look, if your website isn't generating any business, don't just pull a solution out of thin air and look for somebody to take your money for implementing it, because you'll always find somebody willing to take your money. Oh yes. Instead, look for someone who can diagnose the problem, who can tell you why your website isn't getting any business and what you can do about it. We get asked this at Engage Web all the time. Can you do PPC? Can you do LinkedIn ads? Can you do Facebook ads? Can you do blogging? Can you put a pop-up on my website? The answer is always the same. Yes, we can do these things, but let's look and see if that's actually what you need. What are you trying to achieve? What is it you want to get out of it? Because if we think what you've asked us to do isn't right for you, we'll tell you. We aren't afraid to say it. Give us a call or drop us a message and find out.